Okay, Commissioners, the next item is item number 14. It's an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Manhattan at Block 1492, Lot 11. It's 17 East 80th Street, located within the Metropolitan Museum Historic District, docket number 162686. Certificate of appropriateness on a French classic-style mansion designed by CPH Gilbert, or is it CGH Gilbert, and built in 1906-08. The application is to replace windows.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Ryan Walsh, Preservation Department staff. The application is to replace the window at the 4th floor, and I'm going to be standing in for the applicant. They couldn't make it, so I'll be running through the presentation. The address is 17 East 80th, and it's located in the Metropolitan Museum Historic District. And this is the building in question. This is a photo from the 1930s. This is the building in line. You can see, it is unique in terms of its neighbors. Here is really the most important kind of photos of the presentation. You can see the building was constructed in 1906, and here in 1911, shortly after the building was constructed, you can see a variation of windows at the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and even 4th floor. And what they're proposing to do is to take this window, which is a casement window with a transom, and replace it with just casement windows. And one of the concerns that we had are what brought it to a public hearing, not only because it's a primary facade, but also because here at the transom bar, there's actually, you can see that it has some profiled moldings. Okay, so essentially just you really get a good idea or understanding of what's there currently and what is being proposed. And one of the reasons that the owner is doing this is because he has an extensive art collection and wants for light and air, not light and air, for light. And he's using Zelig windows, so we know that they're going to be of a certain quality. And that basically sums up the presentation. These are details. If you don't have any questions, I can try and field them for you.
That's the only transom window.
That's correct. It's the only transom window of that building. The last slide shows precedent at other buildings within the historic district that have these paired casement windows without a transom at other mansions in the historic district.
Any questions? Any questions for Ryan? Okay. Questions? All right. Speakers on this are Barbazet.
Barbara Zay of the Historic Districts Council. HDC found this proposal innocuous overall, but suggests finding a way to retain the transom of this center window. This horizontal element is subtle but intended and would be an unfortunate loss. Thank you.
Thank you. Michael Hall.
Michael Hall, Friends of the Upper East Side. Friends found the proposed changes to the 4th floor windows to be appropriate. The loss of the transom over the central casement window is not significant and can be reversed should the subsequent owners wish to bring it back. The Preservation Committee at Friends supports the application. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more speakers on this item? All right, Community Board 8. They recommend approval of this application. All right, any comments? Any concerns? Okay, good. So we'll close the hearing. Addie, would you read that, please?
In the matter of certificate of appropriateness, 17 East 80th Street Metropolitan Museum Historic District. This is an application to replace windows. I note that the style, scale, materials, and details of the building are among the features that contribute to the special architectural and historic character of the Metropolitan Museum Historic District. I recommend approval, finding that historically the building's fenestration included a variety of window types, and that while the removal of the original paired casement window transom and profile transom bar at the 4th floor will result in the loss of limited historic fabric, the proposed full-height glass and wood French casement window will harmonize with the facade. That there is precedent for casement windows and Juliet balconies on buildings of similar age, style, and scale found within the historic district. The proposed window will replicate the original window in terms of material, operation, details, and finish, and that the proposed work will not diminish the special architectural and historic character of the building or the Metropolitan Historic District.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? This application is approved.